We had a lovely night on Lily's Beach, and now we're heading into Gladstone for some brekkie. We can report that the midgies were a little bit ferocious, and the mozzies were a bit ferocious, but there was about a 15-minute period there where I think they were consulting one another on which body part to attack, because we didn't get anything for about 15 minutes. And then they came again. So thank you for the reprieve, insects. You couldn't do this beach run at high tide. The tide goes right up to the foredunes and you can't actually get in, so...
It's a big tide.
It is a big tide. It was like 4.5 meters, which is unbelievable. There were a couple of locals that came by in the evening, but they didn't stay. They were obviously just there for a quick beer or a quick route. We will continue north, and our next stop is going to be Byfield National Park. So where are we, honey?
We are at Emu Park, out to the east of Rockhampton.
Yeah, excellent. And I think those are the Great Keppel Islands out there. And we're going to be traveling north towards Yeppoon and then into Byfield National Park. But we're going to go in and check out Emu Park first.
We're going to work our way up the coast. It's nicer than staying up on the Bruce Highway.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's got a beautiful ocean breeze right now. I can feel it.
It's lovely.
It's lovely.
It's lovely. Just here was the site of a World War II lookout, where they manned a 24-hour watch over the Keppel Bay in front of us. They had a 50 cal machine gun and a set of binoculars and a field radio, and that was it. Driving along the Keppel coast, heading towards Yeppoon. Very impressive drive along here. And there's Yeppoon in the foreground. We're going to find ourselves a little park and have some lunch before heading into Byfield National Park. We're on the big sandy access track now in Byfield National Park, heading down to the beach. We bared down and we're heading in. Would not be a good time to meet oncoming traffic.
There was a pullover spot there.
There is a couple.
We're going up though, so we should have right of way.
Yes, we should. Leftist, I'm assuming?
Again, yeah. We have to keep our eyes peeled for a track to the right though. That's the southern access track. So we're going south. We're on a bucket Bronco. They'll say to be on UHF channel 40, so talk to people.
Bogged. People's got bogged there.
Yeah. BT-50s have chopped this up.
Yeah. Back now. Hang on. We're gonna get rough here.
It is, it's bouncy. The end is in sight. The top, I think. Holy cow, cats.
Woo! That was full on. Very white sand, isn't it?
coming down.
Get over. That's the way.
Oh shit, he dropped. No, don't move, buddy.
Got her, mate.
Don't move, buddy. Kill all our momentum. And we'll hit you. Couldn't you?
Whew.
It'd have been churned.
Made it. We think. We made it to the top of the hill anyway.
Hopefully we're on the correct track.
There's a sign down at the bottom of this gully here.
Yeah, it's extremely pretty.
I wonder why the sand down here is this dirtier color and up the top there it's that white quartz color.
But then we went through a red section as well at the top of the hill.
Grevilleas.
Grevilleas, yep.
Just went past a broken CV joint. If they didn't have a spare one, they went out in two-wheel drive. And a friend would have had to tow them out.
Yeah, I was going to say they wouldn't have been making
I carry spare CVs.
it. Yeah.
So if we broke one, I'd be sitting here replacing.
Yeah.
Might take a few hours, but we keep going again. Here we are pulled up at Casarina Camp at Byfield National Park. And it's a pretty exposed sort of a campsite, as you can see. You gotta book these things. If you don't, you could end up coming out here and not getting a spot, which is not what you want to do because it's a decent drive to get in here. There's a few midgies here and there, so you got to contend with that, but that would probably be seasonal. One disappointing thing about these campsites, there are 4 along the beach in total, and because there's such a small number of campsites, they're really heavily used. And you can smell urine, you can smell piss in the campsite everywhere. Maybe it wouldn't be that bad if the wind was really blowing hard and heavy, but we've got a pretty decent day here. We've probably only got a 5, maximum 10 knot wind. And as I said, the smell of piss, it's just terrible. So national parks, you guys should open up more of these sites and try to spread the people out a little bit and dilute it. I know the reason that you do it is because you want to preserve the environment, but far out, that's full on. And this is the sort of thing that I mean. You know, we got toilet paper strewn all over the place. Every sort of nook and cranny you look, there's ass wipe. And that is a sign of 1, people that don't really give a shit, and 2, really heavily used camps. You can understand why it is heavily used, however, because it's a beautiful spot. That is looking south towards Yeppoon. Absolutely stunning view. Got a lovely little coconut palm out in front of the campsite. And there's Jill out on the beach doing Jill things.
That's just balls made by crabs in the sand. Far and wide. It's the coolest thing. Check out these bubbles in the sand. I'm sure there's something in there. Some kind of critter if you went digging in there, piggies or worms or something. See the bubble? Bubbles. 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 We have retreated to the truck because why, Ter?
Because the mozzies have attacked, honey, and I'm too obstinate to put spray on. Because
the spray, honestly.
Because it's sticky and yucky.
It's like a swarm.
We're inside the truck, away from the mozzies.
Oh no, there's mozzies in here, all right.
Oh, there are.
Just got two with one hit, and another one, and another one, and another one. Holy cow. Breaking camp a day early here from Byfield National Park because the mosquitoes are just horrendous. The midges are tolerable, but wow.
We're heading up to the northern access track at the moment. We came down the southern one yesterday. We had planned to stay here for 2 nights. We pulled the pin on that because the bugs have driven us out. There are mozzies and midgies here like crazy. The midgies they're
Tolerable.
They're tolerable. The mozzies, oh my goodness. As soon as shift change happens and the midgies go to bed, the mozzies come out, and they come out in the thousands. Clouds of them. We were in the tent by, what, 6 o'clock?
6:15 maybe. We ate in the car.
We ate in the car, they were that bad. So we got no idea what's in store for us today or where we're going. Just north. We do know, apparently, is a massive rain front. When we get into some service, we'll check that out and see whether that's going to be the case or not. But they're talking Queensland wide, so it was pretty serious. And now we're heading back out on the northern track. This track has a lot of duck boards on it. The other one didn't have any duck boards at all that I recall. I think we're heading down what is Big Sandy, aren't we?
I think so.
Yeah. It's easy peasy going this way.
Just float down the hill.
We are. After consultation with our maps, we decided to hit Standage Bay, despite the fact that it's got about 100k of dirt corrugated road. We've heard a lot of amazing things about it, and we couldn't wait to get out to the tip of the peninsula. We're about 10k out of Standage Bay, and this is the first view of the coast coming over the hills. Beautiful. Pulled up at a free camp on Standage Bay. And what a lovely little spot. Far out. Just gorgeous. There's heaps of 4-wheel drive tracks in through the headlands there that get you down into little campsites everywhere. tiny little beach down there with a campsite, and it's vacant. We're gonna try and get down there and stake the claim on that one little beach. That'd be awesome to have that one all to ourselves. See if we can get down there. We're on a little four-wheel drive track down to what we hope is a secluded beach at Standage Bay. But we're not sure yet. It's a bit of a voyage of discovery. But it is heading in the right direction. There's Jill at our Standage Bay campsite, which is on a little secluded beach all by ourselves. What do you think of this one, hon?
10 out of 10.
I think it's got to be our pick so far. And knock on wood, no bugs yet.
And nobody else comes.
And nobody else comes, yes.
We're cooking ribs tonight.
Oh, ribs. There's dead low tide at the moment on our beach. I call it our beach because we're the only ones camped here. We're tucked up there just in the 4 dunes, and I'll tell you, you could not get a nicer location. Simply stunning.
Praying no crocodiles come lunging out of the water at me. This is crocodile territory. The drone just went flying past me.
What are we having for tea, honey?
Ribs.
Oh, ribs. Yummy. We boil them on the stove for an hour or so, do we?
Yeah, probably an hour, hour and 15 probably. Not really boiling, but, well, I can't because I don't have a big enough pot.
Yeah, they're
But
pretty
yeah,
big
just
ribs.
sort of simmer with garlic.
With garlic. And then when they're done in the pot, then we put them on the fire and we glaze some barbecue sauce on them.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Yummy. Smells good already, actually.
It does. It's killing me, man. We're in the thick of it now. It's hosing down. Remember that ominous premonition about Queensland-wide wild weather? Well, the following morning, it hit us with a vengeance. Hit subscribe to catch that next episode to find out how we dealt with it and what happened next.